Kyle, the Cardinals went big on the offensive line, both in what they were willing to spend in free agency and who they chased in Mike Iupati. He gets a 5-year deal worth up to $40 million. He solidifies the interior of the offensive line, which was always something that going into free agency, both Steve Keim and Bruce Arians said they wanted to do. Now we get to see how this offensive line starts to come together. I mean, that was one of the first things Steve Keim wanted to do when he arrived as general manager, was to upgrade the offensive line and build it back up, and we're to that point where it's pretty close to what he had pictured.
Yeah, you look at the line, and with Iupati back in there, the way he run blocks, he was second in the NFL last year doing that. He's not a great pass protector, but he's serviceable, and he could still be an upgrade there. But really what he's doing in the run game, he should be a guy that paves those big holes for the guys. If you put him next to Valdir on the left side, those are two guys that can be in many Pro Bowls together, and they're in their prime, so you should be excited about that. You have Jonathan Cooper still on the other side, so it's something where the offensive line might have been a weakness last year, and you could definitely see it turning into a strength in 2015.
It'll be interesting to see how they decide to use Iupati in terms of, I mean, he said he expects to stay at left guard. He's been at left guard his whole career. That's also where Jonathan Cooper has played. And you could make the argument that maybe having a more athletic Jonathan Cooper on the left side and having the more mauler guard on the right side of Mike Iupati might fit some things better, but you certainly get the sense that Iupati will stay on the left side. Either way, you figure Cooper is going to be that right guard at some point. I know he still has to be able to stay on the field, but if you line up an offensive line of Jared Valdir at left tackle, Iupati at left guard, either Ted Larson or A.Q. Shipley, who just signed, at center. You got Cooper at right guard, and then Bobby Massey at right tackle. It's not only an overhaul from when Steve Keim first arrived or first took over a GM job, but it also gives them the kind of upgrade that they were hoping to have.
And it's nice to know that you really hit on the Valdir signing last year, and with what Iupati has done throughout his career in San Francisco, you're not guessing on if this is going to be an elite guy. He's shown that he is. If he stays healthy, and he said last year he played through a broken foot, and despite that, he was still one of the best guards in football. So you can just plug him in, count on him. If him and Valdir are healthy, you just got one of the better left sides of the line in the NFL.